Hi everybody, welcome to Diana's Table. Today I want to share my recipe for Yuzu Cha, which is yuzu based tea. Yuzu or yuja may be kind of unfamiliar to you, but it's almost like a lemon or an orange, but it has very strong aroma and it's very tasty for like salads and dressings and all kinds of cooking. And we usually make it in the winter time and to make a lot of it to last us a whole year. So, and I'm sure you can find the fresh ones at farmers markets or at your Asian grocery store near you. So let's get started. Okay, the ingredients we need for yuja cha, of course, you need yuja. When choosing the yuja, make sure that you get the ones that have leaves if possible, because that means it's really nice and fresh. And try to avoid the ones that has a lot of spots. I've already actually selected ones that are very nice. And then you need sugar. It's very easy to make this yuja cha. So in order to clean the yuzu skin, I actually clean it in baking soda, put it in clean water, then soak it in vinegar water for about 5 minutes. I'm going to use my really cute corn-shaped sponge here. Take the baking soda and lightly scrub the skin like this. It's to get all, sort of the fertilizers and all the dirt out. And it's very important to clean the skin well. And I'm going to put it into the clean water here. Let me do a couple more. So once you wash the baking soda with clean water, you put it into the vinegar water and you let it soak for about 5 minutes. Again, that's to clean the skin. The reason you have to also use clean the skin very thoroughly is because actually in yuja, you just use the skin. You don't really eat the inside as much. So the skin is the most important part. So you take the washed yuja, and because of the stem here, I'm going to core that part just with a small knife, like this. And I cut it in half. And when you open it up, you'll see lots of seed. Yuja always have lots of seed, but I'm going to get the seeds out, and I'm going to get the inside, the flesh of the yuja into this bowl separately. Again, same thing with the other half. And I'm trying to drain the juice into the bottom bowl so that I just catch the seeds. So I'm going to show you how I cut the skin. I usually cut the skin half again, and you sort of squish it down a little bit. And it's really important to cut the skin in very thin slices, because you want all that aroma and the taste of yuzu to come out. So cut it. So here I have all the pulp and the membranes of the yuja here. Make sure that all the seeds been removed. I'm going to take my magic handheld blender, and I'm going to blend it. You don't have to make it, too fine, but you just want to make sure that all the pulp has been blended well. And then I'm going to take it into the skin. Do you see how I cut it? Very nice and thin. So I put it into the skin. And I'm going to add sugar. The ratio of sugar to yuja is actually 1:1. So it should be equal amount of sugar to yuja. That's a lot of sugar, I know, but actually after about 4 weeks of fermentation, you won't really think that, you know, it's too sweet. It'll be really nice and perfectly balanced. So I'm going to mix it all together. Oh, the aroma of yuja is really making me a little bit dizzy. It's so lemony and so tart and sweet, and you can actually let it sit at room temperature for, you know, half an hour for all the sugar to have melted before you can put it into the jar. But I think it's fine. It's all mixed well. I'm going to put it into the jar. The jar has been, you know, boiled in hot water to sterilize it. So. Pack it down. You let it sit for at least 2 weeks outside, and then you put it in the refrigerator and you can eat it for up to a year. So I want to show you the one that I made a couple days ago, and you can already see how the sugar has melted, and as opposed to the one that I just made now. Do you see the difference? And the longer you let it sit, the yuja, the skins will turn more golden brown from this like bright yellow. And that's when it's ready to eat. So after 2 to 3 weeks, you'll get the yuzu that's been more or less fermented, and color is really nice and beautiful and nice and yellow. You can save the syrup for salads and then use sort of the top part for tea. So let's try it. Open this up. So let me add some hot water. So stir it. The water actually looks very lemony, and you need to get that color. You don't want like clear water. That means it's not ready. Okay. I actually eat these peels. I love these peels, but if you don't like them, then you can just have the yuzu water. But I think it's always nice to have the peel as well. Let me try it. I'm going to put some peels into my tea as well. This is filled with vitamin C, and you know it's really healthy. It tastes good, and I don't know what to say. It's like my favorite winter tea, and I hope it'll be yours too. Cheers.